Have you ever found yourself needing to rank records based on a changing value in a spreadsheet? It can be a bit tricky, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to rank records based on one column's changing value. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when you're trying to analyze data and you just can't seem to get the ranking right. You're not alone in this. Many people face similar challenges when working with data. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "How can I rank records based on one column's changing value?" They provided a data set and wanted to produce a specific output. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together and find a solution. So what could be the best approach to tackle this? The goal is to create a ranked column that increments based on the value in the on-leave column, partitioned by the employee ID column. We'll break it down step by step. And don't go anywhere. I've got a pro tip at the end that will help you streamline your data analysis process even further. To begin solving this problem, the user should first create a ranked column based on the changing values in the on-leave column. This can be done using a common table expression, or CTE, to organize the data. Next, the user needs to define the CTE with the necessary data. This includes the employee ID, date, and on-leave columns. The ranked column will increment whenever the on-leave value changes. After defining the CTE, the user should implement a ranking mechanism. This can be achieved by using the row number function to assign a rank based on the on-leave value, partitioned by employee ID. Now that the user has the ranked column, they can group the data to get the desired output. This involves selecting the minimum and maximum dates for each group of on-leave values. Finally, the user can execute the query to see the results. This will provide a clear view of the periods when each employee was on leave, along with the corresponding dates. Did you know? The concept of ranking data goes back centuries, but with modern technology, we can do it in just a few lines of code. Isn't that amazing? Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by another user involves using the lag function. This method assigns groups by checking the previous on-leave value for each employee ID and resets the group when a different value is detected. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. An alternative solution to ranking records based on a changing value involves treating this as a group and islands problem. The key idea is to use date arithmetic. By subtracting a sequence of integers from the date column, you can identify groups of similar values. Now, let's see a response from a different user. An alternative solution suggests a simpler approach to rank records based on a changing value in one column. This method accesses the data only once, using a common table expression to define the data set. The user constructs a query that calculates two row numbers, one for the employee and another for the employee and leave status. By subtracting these, they create a grouping identifier, which is then used to aggregate the results. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always double-check your data before running your queries. A small error can lead to big discrepancies in your results. And there you have it. You should now be able to rank records based on a changing value effectively. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our bonus pro tip on data analysis.